A survivor of a shipwreck was carried by the currents of water to a remote island. Restlessly, he prayed to God to save him, looking at the ocean for hours, hoping for a sign of help, but none came. Ultimately, he became desperate and decided to build a small hut outside the wreck to better protect himself and his few belongings. One day, after returning from a search for food, he found his little house on fire, smoke rising to the sky. Sorrowfully, he shouted, "God, how could you do this to me?" The next morning, he woke to the sound of a ship approaching the island. It had come to rescue him. The man asked his rescuers, "How did you know I was here?" They replied, "We saw the smoke signal you sent." Sometimes, what seems like destruction can be the seed of a new beginning. Alfred Nobel was one of the few people who had the chance to read his own obituary before he died. When his brother Ludwig passed away, newspapers mistakenly thought that the famous Nobel, the inventor of dynamite, had died. When Alfred read the morning newspapers and saw the front-page obituary, he was stunned. Alfred Nobel, the merchant of death and inventor of humanity's most lethal weapon, has died. Alfred became very upset. He thought to himself, "Is it good for me to be remembered this way after my death?" He quickly brought out his will, crossed out and revised many sentences. He proposed that his wealth be used for a prize for peace and peaceful advancements. Today, Nobel is not known for dynamite, but as the founder of the Nobel Prize. He has a different identity today. A single decision is enough to change a destiny. On a rainy evening, a woman receives a call from the nurse about her sick daughter, Sarah, and rushes to the pharmacy. In her hurry, she locks her keys inside the car. Panicked, she calls home and is told Sarah's condition is worsening. The nurse suggests using a hairpin to unlock the car. The woman, unsure how, prays for help. A disheveled man approaches, and she fears him at first. He asks if she has a problem, and she explains her situation. The man uses the hairpin to open the car door. Grateful, the woman turned to the man and said, "Sir, thank you. You are an honorable man." The man turned his head and said, "No, ma'am, I am not an honorable man. I was a car thief, and I was just released from prison today." She asked help and God sent her a professional. In gratitude, the woman gives him her company's address and asks him to visit. The next day, the man is hired as the company's personal driver. A successful insurance company executive was driving on the highway with his wife when he realized that the car was low on gas. On the way, he found a dilapidated gas station with only one pump. He asked the sole attendant there to fill up the tank. To relieve his fatigue, he decided to take a walk around the gas station. As he was returning to his car, he noticed that his wife and the gas station attendant were having a warm conversation. However, when they saw him, they ended their discussion. After leaving the station, the executive asked his wife if she knew that man. She immediately stated that she did. They had attended the same high school and had been engaged for a year. With a tone full of pride, the executive said, "Hey, honey, you're lucky I showed up. If you had married him, instead of being the wife of the general manager, you would be the wife of a gas station worker now." His wife replied, "Dear, if I had married him, he would be the general manager, and you would be the gas station worker." One day, a young reporter asked Edison, "Mr. Edison, I've heard that you made many attempts to invent the light bulb but didn't succeed. Why did you continue after failing 999 times?" Edison calmly replied, "Excuse me, sir, I did not fail 999 times. I learned 999 ways that a light bulb doesn't work."